everyone, welcome to a day in the life of the Aboriginal LostPhoenixWolf channel. Today is still October 20th. Third video log for today. And I'm going to continue on from the last video that I was talking about. I was talking about my mother. My real mother, you know, she just leave me in a hospital bed. She didn't really care about me, I guess. Or her excuses to that was that my dad was, always mean, he was violent, and she was afraid to get hurt or, hurt me or something like that in the process or something like that. Just leaving me behind to die is, the best thing I guess you could think of. She was young now. She was only 16. She maybe was 17 or 18. I don't know. But crap was that? So she I don't know. I guess she thought it was the best thing to do, is just leave me behind. So the father that took care of me is not my real father. My real father's out there. I don't know. If I ever do find out, I've never even bothered to even find out, because if I do find out, it's gonna be really bad. If he was around me all these years and we didn't know and stuff, he needs a big swift kick in the damn head. I'm telling you, he does. He kicked my mother while I was in her, and it ended up kicking me. So I was told that he's blah blah blah, and he's got a son and daughter that she knows of, and 18 to 21, 23, something like that. I was really anxious. I was planning, was saving up some money, trying to figure out ways, and to go from here to where she's at was pretty expensive. But I ended up using money for this, using money for that, and doing this and this and that, and time went by, and I didn't end up going. And I felt, she really wanted to see me. She could, come see me, but she didn't really care. Now let's go back to the wicked stepmother. I got 5 sisters. That's I called her mom for a little bit, maybe halfway through her life. Maybe the last quarter of her life. I've never really called her mom, just called her by her name. Because she changed her ways in the last quarter of her life. She was really a wicked stepmother, really wicked. Wicked meaning like slapping me back in the head that would fall off my feet and bang my face on the wall or some corner shelves, shoving me around, kicking me, pulling me by the hair, throwing hot grease at me, hitting my hands with a ruler. And if I fought back, then I got beat up by the father who's taking care of me. And he was pretty damn mean. And she was really wicked. And the both of them together, I don't know. There's could be small chances that I could have said something to a teacher or somebody, and I wouldn't be in that family, to be someplace else. Maybe I would have had a better life. Maybe I would have had a way better life than what I've been through. But I don't know. I accepted because I was the boy. I was the son, the one and only son that he took care of like it was his own, even though I'm not really his son. And I'm the boy, and I suck it up and not be a big baby and accept the things that's happening in my life, I guess. So I don't know really more to say that. I don't really more to say that. Just kind of lost my train of thought on that damn plane. But I the first sister was cool, stuff like that, it's cool to see. And then second sister coming around, she was okay. She had a different personality than my other sister. That sister, she used to always football tackle me when I come home from school. She was like 2 or 3 years old, and she'd be sneaky about it too. She'd be hiding behind the couch or behind the wall or the door there, or she'd be coming, crashing out of another room, or I wouldn't really see her. I wouldn't really, sometimes there's a lot of times I didn't see her. There's sometimes I brace myself because I know she's coming, but a lot of times she would, football tackle me. She's the sister now that lives with my dad, and you know, she's picking up her life a little bit too, and trying her best to, you know, still, you know, keep the youth and, you know, do the youthful stuff, but, you know, she's older now, and she's, I don't know, she's trying to make her life, you know, better than it was then, and it's kind of just dragging on right now. I can see a little bit of depression in her and stuff. It's kind of odd because I've been I've been depressed a lot, and I've been in a deep dark hole, and I know that I see the signs of depression in different people. It's because I know exactly what what it feels like. So then around the third sister came around, you know, that one was in diapers. I've changed all the diapers. I've, you know, gave them all baths. I babysat them, took care of them, and then one day, you know, the household's kind of get a little too much, and, you know, I'm fighting with the stepmother more, and then getting a little bit of fights with the stepbrothers. You know, her son, she had 3 sons before she had 5 daughters. So one is in the foster care, one went to the army, the other one was you know, he was, I don't know, I don't want to say a troublemaker, but he was just as mean as my dad. He was just as mean and tough, and always wanted to get in the fights and stuff like that. But I don't know, just one day we decided to change things around, and my dad ended up moving to reserve. I guess I think they were fighting, and they split up and stuff, and so I moved to the reserve, and that's when, you know, I think my third oldest sister is like maybe a year old. Let's see. So 10, 8, and that's 3, 4. Yeah, I think it was like 12 or 13. And actually, no, wait. Yeah, when I'm 12, 13, came to reserve, and then ended up going back to St. Catharines and doing this and that, and I think 16 going to 17, coming back this way, spent about a year, I think it was 16 coming back, and then I think a year or two, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the times here, you know, with my sister's age and stuff. So the one sister was 10, the other sister became about 6 or 7. The other sister was like 2 or 3. And then, you know, she was pregnant for another you know, child, and I don't remember. At that time it was girl, boy. I know there's a girl now, but I don't know what it was then. I think it was I can't really remember now. So she's okay. I gotta, you know, backtrack this again now. Trying to think of these ages. Okay, the sister was, one sister was 8, the other one was about 6, no, 5. The other sister is about 1 or 2, and she was still in diapers at the time. So if she was that age there, she's not there, and say him. Oh yeah, okay. I was about 15 when I came towards reserve, and, you know, kind of a little bit back and forth. You know, he's fighting with her, and, you know, they split off, and 16, and spent a year or 2 in a crammed house with a bunch of other family members on the reserve, and say about 17, around 17, I think, I'm guessing. And I spent a year at my my grandfather's, and I ended up moving here, and I was here for about maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. I know it was working 1 year and then working someplace else another year. So like straight out of high school after that. Anyway, I can't really remember all the ages and what times and stuff like that. But the second oldest sister's here. The oldest sister doesn't talk to me. She lives in, you know, it's a town away from me. Maybe a couple towns. No, a town away from me. Yeah. She lived, you know, a couple towns away from me. The second oldest, and now she's living with my dad. The other sister, the third oldest, she's a town away from me. And the fourth oldest sister, she's a couple towns away from me, different towns from the other sister. I think that's all of them. I think. One sister didn't talk to me, she's a town away. This sister lives here. The one sister is one town away from me. Their sister is 2 towns away from me, and so on. Oh, I'm missing the other one, the one crazy one. She's 1 town away from me too. She's the one that was still in diapers when my dad decided to, change his life a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But I do know he stopped drinking for about 5 years, like 4 or 5 years. That I hear anyway. Taking care of me, and then realizing that by like 3 to 5, and they don't have the facial features like him. His mother, I was around 7 or 8 years old. She told me at 7 or 8 years old that that's not my father. That I've been adopted. My real mother, abandoned me, and his mother told me, straight up about it. If she didn't tell me from such a young age, I would be calling my aunts and call my uncles, and then get to know my other aunts and uncles on my grandfather's side, and a way of life had been changed, because I felt like I was unwanted, that I was discarded, that I was just like a puppy. Puppy is only okay for about a year or 2, and then you want to get rid of it. It's not a puppy anymore. That's what I felt like. So then, things started changing that time too. I was starting to get bad, and not listening, and doing stupid things as a kid, and, like throwing rocks at cars when they're going by, and then taking off. I don't know. I was considered hyper, and I couldn't go out to do anything. I had to stay inside the house and do nothing, and I wanted to go out and play, and make friends of my own and stuff. And between 5 and 7, I knew there was a lot of drinking going on. When my dad was drinking, and I don't know, my earliest memories of my dad. Let's see. I think it was 5 or 6. No, it was around 4. That one house. I know it was about 4 or 5 in that time. I was looking for the washroom. They were too drunk to actually let me know where the washroom's at, and then I crapped myself. About 4 or 5 anyway. So, I don't know. Their life has been crappy. Life has not really picked up much. Life's been really a standstill for about 5 years now. And I don't know. I'm just living my life for what it is. I don't even, care if it gets better or it gets worse. It's just life, and I'm just living for what it is. But I don't know, it could have been worse. Maybe being with my real mother could have been worse, could have been better. I know my way of life probably would have been different anyway. But I don't know what her problem was to leave me like that, but she did. She left me behind. So that's all I got to say about this video. I'm just going to wrap this up now, because I got nothing more to say right now. If you guys do like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. And share this video on the channel. My benefit, my benefit me. Please do tell your friends and family about me. Thank you for viewing this video down by the time you guys watch it. Hope you all have a nice day, morning, night. Remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.